The majority of people that watch us aren't subscribed. So if you like the content we're putting out, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, all of it. Ole and Arn Anderson versus Demolition. What was the thought process about putting one team up against another?
I have done a lot of tag team comparisons recently, and I always look beforehand to see if I've done it before. And I was in a Demolition mode, and I was watching Demolition matches, and I was looking at Demolition, and I'm like, who haven't I compared him to? And I was trying to think of tough, rough housing teams, and I went back a little bit, and I thought, oh, Arn and Ole, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Obviously, there was Gene and Ole too, but much like we talked about earlier, I didn't watch a lot of Gene, like I didn't watch a lot of Jack Briscoe, but I know Ole and Double A, and I thought that would have been a fun matchup, and I know Darso and Double A were friends, but this is just a match I would have liked to seen, and I just thought it'd be interesting just to see some of the comments to see what people would say. I think Demolition is, a little more remembered these days in terms of tag teams than Ole and Double A. But I think if you were talking about who's more remembered overall, it's Double A Arn Anderson over all these guys, right? But yeah, so Demolition for me, I thought was the overall better team when you look at the presentation and everything as well. But if you're just talking in-ring work, Ole and Double A, right? They're believable.
100%. You've got a great NWA team versus a great WWF team. Demolition hard hitting for the WWF at that time. Arn and Ole legendary in the business. I think just because I've seen a good deal more Demolition, I'd have to go with them. But it's really hard to pick against Arn Anderson knowing how great he was in the ring. We said it earlier, the majority of people that watch aren't subscribed. So please, if you enjoy what we do, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to us. And you can see when we go live next time in the future, we always try and bring the heat with wrestling. While we're not doing a podcast, we have a commentary gig.
Hey fans, it's the man they call Dave with producer Joe, and you probably know us as the commentary team for New Heights Pro Wrestling, but when we're not doing that, we got a podcast.
That is the Working Fans Podcast, where we talk pro wrestling, comedy, MMA, and so much more.
And tell them about that signature segment.
Oh, you talk about the 531?
You know I am.
That is a homegrown creation that has been our namesake. And if you want to know our namesake, we got Chevy, AJ Strange Brew, as well as the two of us.
And why don't you go to our channel, like, subscribe, show us some love.
Rate, review, all of it.